here we go. Question 5. A net enclosure for golf practice is open at one end. Find the dimensions that require the least amount of netting if the volume of the enclosure is to be 83 1/3 cubic meters. Verify your answer with either first or second derivative. Okay, they're giving us volume. 83 1/3 cubic meters. Now they are asking us to find the least amount of netting to make this enclosure for golf practice. Luckily, diagram is given to us. Good, I don't have to draw one. So, what are we looking for? What formula do we need to find the netting that's going around this, the netting for the golf practice? Hopefully, we're all thinking surface area. Now, they're telling us that it's open at one end. There is a basic level of knowledge needed to do this question. It's open at one end. So what you want to do, this is where your people are hitting the golf balls. They're standing here and they're hitting their golf balls within this net enclosure. So if I want to find the surface area, the back of this is closed. That's my x squared. Plus, to find the netting to go around, well, there's no netting on the bottom of this enclosure because that's where the grass is. That's the bottom of the field. So I only need 3xy to go around. So again, basic level of knowledge here required to get you that formula. All right, got that. Now, why did they give me volume? There must be a reason. Of course there is. I've got two variables in surface area. I want to get it down to 1. So now how do I find the volume here? X squared y. It doesn't matter how many sides there are on this. The volume does not change. So what I'm doing, 83 1/3 is equal to x squared y. Yes, we have a fraction. Don't worry, we'll get rid of it. Now think, what variable do I want to solve for? I want you to solve for y. That's 83 1/3 divided by x squared. Now, again, I've got a fraction within a fraction. Nobody likes that. Well, if I want to get rid of that, just multiply both sides by 1. If I multiply the left side by 1, I still have y. When I multiply the right side by 1, I'm not just going to multiply by 1, I'm going to multiply by 3/3, which is 1. When I do that, 83 1/3 times 3, and let's see here, 83 1/3 times 3 is 250 over 3x squared. What do we think of that? Now that I have that, I got rid of that one little fraction. I can easily sub this in up here and get a formula for surface area with just x's. I want you to hit pause, sub that in, see if you can simplify and take a derivative. Let's see. How did you do? X squared plus 3x times 250 over 3x squared. Did you simplify? Because this whole thing can get crossed out and all you have under here is an x. Surface area is x squared plus 250 over x. Simplify that even more. X squared plus 250 x to the negative 1. Derivative, let's go. 2x minus 250 x to the negative 2. I do want to rewrite that because I know I have to solve an equation. There's my derivative. I want to know when does my derivative equal 0 or dne. Well, the only time it's going to be dne is if x is 0. And that can't happen because x is a dimension. So I set it equal to 0. 2x equals 250 over x squared. Cross multiply. 2x cubed is equal to 250. Divide by 2. X cubed equal to 125. And when you cube root, x equals 5. How nice is that? We actually got a pretty normal answer here. Got to verify. You should know the drill by now. I want to make sure that that is actually a minimum. I want the least amount of netting. That's a minimum. I need the second derivative. Go back to my first derivative with exponents so you can do your power rule. 2 plus 500 x to the negative 3. That means 2 plus 500 over x to the third. I want to sub in my answer, see if it works. I've got, when I sub 5 in for x, 2 plus, this is going to be positive. 2 plus a positive number is going to be positive, therefore it's concave up, therefore it's a minimum, which is exactly what I wanted. Awesome. So if x is equal to 5 meters, I believe are the units from the beginning. Yes, we are talking meters here. X is 5 meters. I need to find an answer for y. Conveniently, I have a formula for y. So all I have to do, sub 5 in for x, and I will get an answer for y. And when I do that, I end up with 3 1/3 meters. I've got 2 awesome answers for x and y, and we did it.